Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something a little bit different. Today I'm doing a Q&A. So I went on Instagram and asked you guys to ask me like literally anything you wanted. Questions about travel, questions about uni, questions about like just me in general, like literally anything you wanted to know. I just said submit your questions and I will answer them in a video. So here we are with a few questions to answer. I haven't done one of these before because I'm obviously not like a big YouTuber or anything like that. Like, so I was like, I probably won't get any questions. But you guys came through. 17 questions plus a few that were like asked a couple of times. So yeah, without any more rambling, I'm just gonna get on into the video and answer your questions. 2, 3, funk it. So first up, I got asked, how do you afford to travel? Where do you book holiday/travel through? I find it so hard to find affordable places to go. So basically, literally, I'm going to start off by saying that near enough all of my money goes on travel. Like, I'm quite lucky that I still live at home with my dad. So my dad like pays for food, like pays for our mortgage, like all of that. Like my dad doesn't ask me to pay for any of that. So I'm really lucky that way. And then I also, as you know, have my job. So all of my money is sort of my own money, and I don't really buy clothes like that often. Like maybe like once every 2 months I'll spend like £50 on clothes, like if even. Then I don't really buy that much makeup, like it's just if I need something I'll buy it. So yeah, most of my money does actually go on like holidays and travel and stuff like that because it's like my favourite thing to do. Then we don't travel expensively either. So we went to Budapest in June there and it was £400 altogether for the flights and accommodation, and that was just Aer Lingus flights and an Airbnb. So yeah, it's literally just researching like where, like places to stay and stuff like that, like researching where you're going. I use Airbnb, Booking.com, Skyscanner and the EasyJet app and the Aer Lingus app. Like they would be my sort of main travel things. I also use Hostel World. We stayed in a hostel in Florence, which is really good. You can get some really good hostels for like so much cheaper than you would get anything like a hotel or an Airbnb or anything like that. So yeah, they would kind of be my main websites and stuff that I travel through. Airbnb, Booking.com, Hostel World, Skyscanner, EasyJet and Aer Lingus. I forgot the last one there. But yeah, so I would sort of say check the dates and stuff like that because prices fluctuate so much depending on dates. Just try a few different dates on the Booking.com app and see how that works, and then the EasyJet app as well, you can kind of slide along to get the cheapest flights, which is really good as well. Another thing as well that me and Adam do is we normally buy each other holidays as like instead of birthday or Christmas presents, so that's another great way that we end up being able to afford to travel. So the next question is, what is second year uni workload like compared to first year? So this is really hard to kind of say in general, but for my course, and I'd say probably a lot of other courses, like it is a bit of a jump from first year to second year. In first year, I think you only had like 1 or 2 assignments for all of your modules, whereas in second year it went from like 2 to 3. So yeah, it's basically just like an extra assignment per module. Your essays get a bit longer. I think it was like 500 to 1,000 words more per essay as well. And then obviously like the work is just slightly harder because you're kind of stepping up to that next level. But it is, when you're in first year, I found it a lot more difficult because I didn't know what was expected of me. So maybe the workload is less, but it takes more work to do because you are trying to adjust to uni work instead of school work, if that makes sense. So it wasn't like a massive jump. Like you did get more work, but you were more able to do it, if that makes sense, because you adjusted to like the uni style of work. So I'm just gonna say, like, don't worry about it. The lectures are so good. If you need help, like, just go to them and they'll sort you out. So yeah, it is a bit of a jump, but don't worry about it at all. Okay, so question number 3 is, 2 people asked me this. Where has been your favourite travel location so far? So this is a hard one because I literally fall in love with like every city I go to. But I think I'm gonna have to say Greece. It was just, the whole entire holiday is probably the best holiday I've ever been on. Me and Alan planned that. I basically planned it. I didn't really do anything. Which I like because I'm a bit of a control freak, but anyway, we planned the whole thing ourselves. If you don't know, we island hopped. We started in Athens, then went to Mykonos, Paros, Naxos and Santorini. My one regret with that holiday is not going to Milos, because I was just trying to like prioritise what islands to go to in the time we had, and I didn't, when we had gone to Italy the year before, we didn't really have enough time in each city. We literally had 2 days in each city and it wasn't enough, like we were rushed. So I was like, right, I want a bit more time in each island in Greece. So I just prioritised going to the 4 different islands and Athens. I would definitely say Greece is my favourite travel location so far. It's pretty cheap when you're out there, the people are so friendly, the weather is so good, and like Santorini and Mykonos just feel like absolute paradise. I can't even, I just want to go back. There's so many people in Santorini this summer and I'm just seeing all their Instagram like, I want to go back. Literally, like, Santorini was my screensaver on my phone from I was about 13 years old, and finally getting to go was a dream. So yeah, I would definitely say Greece. If you haven't been, I would 100% recommend it. I thought Italy was going to be my favourite place in the entire world, but no, Greece overtook. The next question is where, oh no wait, no, I just skipped a question, sorry. The next question is, who is your favourite travel blogger? I follow a lot of travel bloggers, a lot. So I do have a few different favourites and I kind of go through phases, but at the minute my favourites are probably Flying the Nest. They are a couple called Jess and Stephen and they're from Australia and they do travel videos like loads of different countries. They were recently in Russia. Oh my goodness, those videos are amazing. But if you don't watch them, check out Flying the Nest and you will be inspired to travel. Yeah, their videos are amazing. I also love Hey Nadine, World Wanderlust. I followed, like, she was probably one of the first people I ever followed on Instagram. Leola, if you follow her, I really love her stuff as well. And obviously Fran's Travels, you have to check her out as well. So the next question is, where are you dying to go to? Well, this is a hard one. There are a lot of places that I really want to go to at the minute. I haven't actually been to all that many places. Like, when I tell people, I think I've been to about 13 different countries, which is a lot, but everyone thinks I've done way more. This is really hard. There are a lot of places I'd love to go to at the minute. Barcelona is quite high up there, Berlin, Prague, Russia. I would love to go to Russia. It's not one that like people normally think of, but St. Petersburg and Moscow look incredible to me. And when I travel, I'm quite into like history, and I did a lot of like Russian history in school, so that's something I'd be really interested in. And oh my goodness, the architecture over there, like the Winter Palace and the Summer Palace, oh my goodness, like I am dying to see them. I would also like to do parts of Asia because I've never done anything like that. I would like to do Bali. As cliche as it is, I would love to do Australia. Oh, I could go on forever. There are so many places. LA is another one as well, actually. But yeah, I think I will conclude that list now because I've said way too many countries / cities. So the next question, oh my goodness, this question actually made my heart melt. So a lot of international students actually follow me because of my Queens videos, and one of the guys messaged to ask, where can I get a girlfriend because I'm new here? That is just so cute. But yeah, I don't know, like you can meet someone anywhere. Like you can go to like clubs, you can go to bars and stuff like that, or you can meet someone in uni, Tinder. Yeah, literally anywhere. Like, my top tip would probably be just go out and do stuff that you're interested in, because like obviously you want to meet someone who has similar interests to you and stuff like that, so join clubs and societies. Yeah. Just do what you enjoy and you will find the right person. So the next question is, what are your plans for after graduation? Oh, I need to stop clapping. I'm actually really annoying myself. Right, hands are down here. So, my plans for after graduation. I literally haven't told anyone this. I think I've told one friend. Adam knows, Adam's parents know, and my dad knows. But other than that, I've only told one friend. So yeah, like no one knows. So what I'm actually doing next year is I'm doing a master's at Queen's in media and broadcast production, because as you can see from my YouTube and all that, like I would love to get into a career in media. Queen's has quite good links with the BBC, so hopefully get a few opportunities through that. And yeah, after that I'll just kind of see how things go. I might stay on and do further education, or if the right opportunity comes along then I'll go for a job. But for the next 2 years I will be doing a master's at Queen's in media and broadcast production. So the next question is, I would love to do vlogging but I'm scared and lack confidence. Any tips? So I'm not the most confident person in the world. Like, maybe I do come across like that on camera. Recently a lot of people have been saying to me that I'm really outgoing and I'm like, what? That's not how I see myself at all. I would think of myself as quite introverted, like quite quiet and nervous and stuff like that. Yeah, you just kind of like do what you enjoy, honestly. Like, I'm able to do this because I enjoy it, and if it's something you want to do, yeah, maybe it's a bit daunting at first. You're going to worry like, oh, what are people going to think of me? Like, honestly, as long as you're not harming anyone else, slagging anyone off, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really none of their business. Like, if you're doing something you enjoy, other people will see you're passionate about it and they will enjoy it too. Like, I started YouTube when I was about 11 years old. People did not like it. Like, people were mean to me, and like I took that really badly, so kind of stopped for years and was like, right. I finally started in the summer after my first year of uni, because of me and Adam going on holiday. I was like, I want these memories on video. So I picked up the camera again. It was very nerve-wracking. I was like, oh my goodness, what are people going to think of me? And to be honest, most of the feedback I've got has been incredible. Like, people who I went to school with who maybe weren't so accepting of it back in the day have came along and messaged me saying, like, good on you, like, what you do is great, blah blah blah, like, I love watching your videos and stuff like that. So to be honest, I feel like YouTube and blogging has become a lot bigger in the last few years, so people are a lot more accepting of it than maybe they were 10 years ago. So don't worry about it at all. Like, if you have a passion and you want to share it through vlogging, then you do that. And like, after all, like, it's you, like, it doesn't affect anybody else but you, and it's a high likelihood that if it does affect anybody else, it's going to be in a good way. Like, you're going to have a positive influence on people who watch you, and yeah, hopefully people will enjoy your videos as well. Can't really think of what else to say. Just go for it. Like, it is nerve-wracking because you're putting yourself out there for people to judge you, and to be honest, the only people who end up saying anything bad about it is people who literally don't matter. Like, they're probably just jealous. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, don't worry about it, just go for it. And if you want to send me a message about starting, or if you want any help, just do send me a message and I will help as much as I can. So the next question is, have you ever thought about going to a festival like Ziget, I think that's how you say it, in Budapest? I would love to go to a festival. It's one thing I've been thinking about quite a lot. So as I mentioned like a couple of questions ago about places that I want to go to, I said LA, and no, I'm not going to say Coachella, but I was really thinking about going to Stagecoach next April, so Stagecoach is like the country bit of Coachella. I would flipping love to go to that, but I don't think I'm going to get to go next year just because I'm doing masters and it'll clash with uni work, and that has to come first. So yeah, I would love to go to a festival. Funny enough, when we were in Budapest, I saw all the signs for Ziget and I was like, how unreal would that be? So yeah, if the opportunity comes up, I would definitely love to go to a festival. Okay, so 2 people asked me this question as well. Would you consider daily vlogging? I would really like to, if I had the time, to be honest. Like, I'd quite like to do Vlogmas this year, but to be honest, it's hard because there's so many assignments for uni and stuff around Christmas time, and also because my life isn't really that exciting. I have a lot of days where I'm just at home, like doing work, or yeah, like there's just not that much to show you guys, and I wouldn't want to just vlog something that's not going to be entertaining because it's just not worthwhile. Like, why vlog something that people aren't going to want to watch? Do you know what I mean? But I like ideally vlog when I'm on holidays, so if I knew like I had like a pretty exciting month or something ahead, I would think about daily vlogging, and if I also had the time for it as well. I think I've got something in my eye. So the next question is, what's the best place for a night out where you're from? Guys, I'm such a granny, like I'm not the best person to come to for advice for this. I don't really go out that much. I think during my time at university I've been out less than 10 times. But to be honest, if you're looking for like a night out, it depends on your vibe. I would probably lean towards Limelight, but I don't know, I feel a bit old for it now. Like, I'm only 21 and I feel too old to go out. I'm more into bars and stuff like that rather than clubs. Like, there's so many clubs in Belfast I've never been to. I've never been to Ollie's, never been to... oh my goodness, I can't even think. Like, I don't even know what clubs there is, to be honest. I know all the ones that don't exist anymore, like El Divino Box, like they're the ones I went to. But yeah, if you're looking for like a night out, I know a lot of people do like Ollie's, I've just never been. A lot of people like Thompson's, it wasn't really my vibe, but a lot of people do like it. I can't even think of where else, but I would say Limelight's good. If you're looking for like a bar kind of thing, the Cathedral Quarter is probably the best, because there's just so many options around there. So yes. So the next question is, when do you want to get married, etc. Like, what are your future plans? So I'll take you back like 5-6 years. I would have said 23. I want to get married when I'm 23. Like, that was like my age that I was saying like I want to get married. But as I said, I'm 21 now, coming 22 in November, so 23 is a year and a half away. And I do not feel ready to get married. I am much more of like a career kind of orientated person rather than like family orientated. So yeah, that's really not on my agenda right now. I'm much more leaning towards working out my own path, my career and stuff like that before I think about getting married or anything like that. Okay, so this is like the last serious question, and then I have a few just sort of fun questions after that. So this person asked, what was the first day of uni like? Do you have any advice for the first day? What did you enjoy about it, and what would you have done differently? So my first day of uni was actually like a really good experience. As I said, I'm quite a shy person, but I didn't know anyone who was doing my course. So I told myself before I started, I was like, I need to just not acknowledge that I'm a shy person and just deal with it. Like, if I want to meet new people, I'm just gonna have to put myself out there. Like, no one's gonna judge me. It really doesn't matter. So yeah, I just went, like, we had a group chat. So this is one of my biggest tips for anyone starting university. Join Facebook pages, group chat, anything for your course or your year at university, and get chatting to people on there. And do a Facebook stalk, it's fine, don't feel like a weirdo. Look at people's Facebook pages, just get to recognise some people's faces, so then you know what you're kind of going in for. And once you've chatted to people online, like, it's a lot easier to go up to them when you see them in person. So on my first day, I was sitting in the student union. I will never forget this. I was just sitting in the student union by myself, kind of nervous. I was like, what if I'm going to be walking around all day by myself? This is going to be okay. So I was just sitting, and then I saw these two girls come past, and these two girls had taken a picture and sent it into the group chat, which I was so thankful for. I think they kind of had the same idea that this is how they're going to make new friends, meet new people. So yeah, they'd sent a picture into the group chat saying, oh, we're here. And I saw them walking past, and I turned around and I was like, are you doing English? And they're like, yeah. I was like, hi, me too. And then that gave me someone to kind of go around with on the first day. And Freshers Week's great. Like, you have Freshers Fair, it's literally just getting used to everything, and it's a really great week to get to know people. To be honest, one of my biggest regrets is not going out on Freshers Week. I was just too busy, to be honest, like, and I don't live up at the university, so didn't really have the opportunity to go out. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. But I would definitely recommend going out in the evenings and stuff, because I know a lot of people meet that way. But yeah, just don't worry about it. Go out of your comfort zone, say hello to new people, and it will all be fine. Even, I know a lot of people don't meet people on their first day, and that's not a big deal. Like, if you are moving into the university, you'll have met housemates and stuff, which makes it a lot easier. But you do end up making friends at university, so don't worry about it too much. Okay, so that is all of the serious questions, and now I'm going to move on to a few like quick fire fun questions that some of you submitted. So let's go. Tango Ice Blast or a slushy? 100% Tango Ice Blast, but if I had the choice, it would be a Fanta Frozen from the Omniplex because they are amazing. Who makes better pizza, me or Adam? I'm gonna say me, because Adam puts like salami and pepperoni and all that on his pizza, and I'm not really a fan of all that stuff. Like, I like it the odd time, but not really. It looks a bit much. I'm more of like a pesto and goat cheese kind of gal, so I would say I make the better pizza. Finally, if you were a biscuit, what biscuit would you be? I would say I would be a custard cream because of my hair and because I'm a bit plain on the outside, but then I'm soft and sweet on the inside. That is all of the questions that you guys submitted. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got the answers you were looking for. If you have any other questions, do leave them in the comments down below and I will be happy to answer them. Follow me over on Instagram as well if you want to contribute to the next time I do a video like this. I actually put a lot of polls up about videos saying like, would you like to see something like this? So if you are interested, go over and follow me on Instagram. It's at Shan McQuillan and I'm pretty active on there most of the time, so yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please do go down below and give it a huge thumbs up because it helps me out so much. Comment what you would like to know and subscribe to see more. I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday and you don't want to miss out. So yes, thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you on Wednesday for a brand new video. Bye!